power to create may all be in our favor. Hey, welcome to Creator's Lightbulb. My name is Emblem, and today I'm joined with the Honorable ft.Stdwproductions, or as we call him over here, Shade. We hope to help you unlock your power to create by igniting your own lightbulb through our conversations. We cannot wait for it to explode whatever creativity you have in store. I hope you enjoy your time here, and let's begin, shall we? Shade, introduce yourself, please.
Hello there, my name is Shade, the Dark Wolf Productions, and I am not only a gamer, but I'm a starting out voice actor, writer, artist, and right now I am awaiting deployment to basic for the United States Navy.
Oh, heck yeah. Also, I finally understand what that stands for. I was wondering
now
what
you
that
finally
stood for.
understand what it stands
Yes,
for.
secrets
A lot of people
unlocked.
don't know.
Yeah, but we have so much to talk about that I'm completely excited for, and you are one of the most enthusiastic guests I've ever had here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shade's been waiting a while.
I have, like, the moment, like, Silver said, oh, hey, I have a podcast, I'm like, I must get on this thing.
I feel like it's giving too much credit to my podcast. It's not that great.
It's amazing!
I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we just needed to record as soon as possible because, as Shade said, he's waiting to get shipped off to the Navy. So he has limited time until he can no longer have access to the internet or any technology.
I mean, like, the thing is with a lot of people realize that, like, oh, like, once you get to basic and once you join the military, you will never be on the internet again. That's technically not true, because, like, I'll only be gone for, like, a few months. Like, it's, like, basic for the Navy is 7 weeks here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, after that, I'll graduate, hopefully. Then I'll be shipped back to Texas for A school, because I chose Master at Arms, which is basically a military police officer.
Ooh.
And that's going to be like 9 weeks. Wait, did I say that? Yeah, it's 9 weeks, which is around like 3 months or so.
Wait, so it is? I thought you were doing the Navy though.
Yeah, no, yeah, Navy,
you are.
A school, yeah.
Okay.
A school is just like the general school, like where you learn your skill, you learn about your job, all that.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. I was like, did I get that wrong?
No, you got it pretty much right.
All right, okay. The first thing I want to ask you is, how did you get into this big mess that is the YouTube series community?
Oh boy, do I have quite the story. So I was like in middle school, and I saw this animation called ft.SSS Warriorcast. I'm like, okay, this actually looks really, really cool. And like I watched it, and, like I love the animation. Like, I didn't know it was based off like the Warriors books, but after that, like that series just opened up like a lot more doors. I found Ezra Howell, I found Whitefall, I found Aurora Clan. If any of you remember that series, by the way.
Oh yes, I do.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't get to see it when it was like in production, but I watched this like compilation video of
the
episode.
What other
Who made
series
that?
Ice Rift Warriorcat, which is like one of the inspirations for what my character Shade was originally like. The thing is, Shade was originally like an alter ego of my Warriors character.
Oh heck yeah.
Oh my god, that story was a mess. It was like one giant fan fiction of all the series that I watched over the years. So Shade really didn't become his own character till like I broke ties with Warriors, and then I just started using Shade more and more as a roleplay character. And then I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, this could actually go into a story.
Ooh. Yep. I remember all of my cringy OCs. Jesus. With purple fur and
Shade was an edgy child. He wasn't like he had like the whole like bangs covering the eye thing. Like he was like originally he was like, oh yeah, he was edgy. Like he was completely all black wolf.
Oh
and,
no.
Oh yeah, and I think I did this like in middle school. I'm trying to remember clearly, but Shade was just edgy.
I guess edgy. As a kid, no in betweens. It's funny.
No, you do not. And, like a bit of his edgy design still like is shown in his updated design. I just can't draw hair for the life of me.
Oh, me neither. We're on the same
Oh
boat.
boy.
This drawing is hard.
Oh boy, yeah, it took me a while till I finally found a design. I'm like, yeah, this is perfect.
Jade is the main character of what now?
Shade is the main character of my story, TLS or The Last Savior, which, by the way, originally was a Azur Hell fanfiction, believe it or not.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it was originally a Azur Hell fanfic. Like, Shade was like my first like fanfiction character for Azur Hell, because Azur Hell, my God, did that show inspire me? Like, if it really wasn't for that show, I wouldn't be like the creator I am today. So I give that show a lot of credit for inspiring
When
me.
did you start watching the series?
Oh, I think it was. Oh, I know I was. I think I was in. Yeah, I know I was still in middle school when I watched it. Oh my gosh, I do not remember when I started watching Azur Hell. But well, I just remember being fascinated by the story, and like, there's something amazing about like a wolf with elemental powers that just stuck. So I'm like, hey, I can make this. I can make my own fan fiction. And it just like went, and it just spiraled down from there.
When did you decide that there should be a divide between the fan fiction into what the story is today?
It really started when I just started role playing on DeviantArt, and like I try to create like my own little story for Shade. And like eventually it just started branching off from fan fiction to an actual story plot.
Ooh.
And I'm like, you know what? Screw the Azur Hell fan fiction. I'm gonna make this my own story. And oh boy, and it's quite something. But if it really wasn't again, if it wasn't for Azur Hell, I would not be where I am today. So I have a lot. Like if I ever do meet Azur Hell as creator, I would be like, hey, thank you so much. Like I legit can't thank that creator enough for inspiring me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
Well, you know what I will do? I will send this video and message them. I was like,
Oh
hey,
my
I got your
gosh.
biggest fanboy right here.
Oh.
Will I do it? Who knows? We'll see. I probably will.
Oh gosh.
Just embarrass you straight off the bat. I'm such a great friend. But besides Azur Howl and, all those other YouTube animated series that you mentioned, is there any other inspirations for The Last Savior?
Really? I'm not too sure. Well, actually, yeah, Wolves of the Beyond was another one
What's
that I
that?
had. Yeah, it's kind of like a spin-off for Guardians of Ga'Hoole, but wolves. Like they like
Whoa.
in one of the books they actually do reference the events of Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Like
Mhm.
I was just obsessed with wolves back in the day. And my mom bought me like this was a Beyond book. I'm like, okay, let's read. And I started reading it. And I'm like, Mom, I need more. I need more.
I'm searching it up right now. I'm curious.
It's a really if you like Guardians of Ga'Hoole, like I highly recommend you read Worlds of the Beyond. It's amazing.
Wait, it's a book series?
Yeah, it's a book series. It's a spin-off from
Oh, so it's like the equivalent of um the Aaron Hunters doing other
yeah,
series besides Warrior
exactly.
Cats?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, so did they have elemental powers or
they did not, unfortunately. Fortunately,
Oh,
unfortunately, it really depends on how you look at it.
what do you mean by that?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it anything else, or is that kind of just it?
And that's pretty much it on like TLS's inspirations.
Please tell us about your OCs.
Oh boy,
Here
where
we go. Oh God,
to begin? Now, who
everyone,
should
kick
I?
back, relax, grab some popcorn, put your feet
Who
up on
should,
the rest. We're
who
gonna be
should
here
I
for a while.
start with? You know
Oh,
what? Already blank. All right. You know what? Let's start off with Shade. So Shade is a result of two separate wolf species marrying each other, and so like his species, like his mother was a shadow wolf and his father was a flame wolf, right?
hmm.
And he's basic. Like the thing is, his dominant genes mainly show on his mother's side, because he's
Hmm.
like he's like he's still black, but he has like orange markings on the sides. Like one on each side is a symbol of the family. So on one side he has a mark of Yomir, which is his mother's ancestor. On the right,
Ooh,
actually no, it was no. The mark of Yomir is on his right side. The mark of Infernius is on his left side, representing his father's side of the family.
I really
And
like the names.
oh yeah, I actually had help from a former friend, former quotations,
Oh,
help me with that. And like it's kind of crazy on how TLS started as a prophecy, like a prophecy series, but after that I'm like, no, let's not do that. Let's and but yeah, like Shade really had a pretty good life for like the first 5 years of his life. But when he
first
was
5 years. That's not a lot, man.
yeah, no, his the rest of his childhood would be he would be raised with a lot of trauma,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's beautiful. Just what we need.
Yes, which brings me to the next OC. My probably one of my most favorite antagonists in my series, Dar. Let me
Oh, it's
tell
the
you
cannibals.
about this psychopath. Oh boy. Like Zar never had it easy growing up. Like his father wanted him like, hey, you're going to be the perfect specimen of an alpha, which means if you do anything stupid, you're not going to be fed for a week. And like
Uh-oh.
eventually, Zar's mental state started to decline at a young age. Cause like he's like the fact that he was not fed for a week, like he started like, I wonder what wolf flesh tastes like. And like
Uh,
he's been battling that for a majority of his life until one day, and unfortunately he gives in to his desire. And
mm.
Zar is Zar's name. Zar the he's basically a cannibal, but yeah,
He's basically a cannibal. He just eats wolf flesh. That's kind of.
yeah. The thing is, like in my world, like the species are called wolfrai, which are like basically
Ooh.
wolf human shifters. Zar
Ooh.
prefers his wolf form because the animosity that the cannibalistic tendencies he has. The thing is, like,
Hmm.
it's not his fault for like thinking about it, but it's also his fault for making the decision, which led him to be exiled by his own pack. 15
Oh,
years.
fun.
The thing is, he comes back.
Uh,
And let's just say he does some not good things to his former wife, and afterwards he eats her alive, um, making her
just
unrecognizable completely, mangled beyond
oh
belief. Yeah,
oh, wolf's now beef jerky, I guess. Even though I don't.
much.
What is wolf meat called?
I don't know, but like the thing is, Czar is basically my main antagonist, second lieutenant. Which
Hmm.
leads me to my tertiary antagonist, Draco. He's pretty much the whole reason why Shade is not living a normal life in Arc 1 of TLS. So basically, Draco basically had a crush on Shade's mother, but she refused him because like he kept like advancing himself towards her.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was not too good, too kind to her in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So like she chose Talon over him. And when
Oh.
Shade came around, I keep wanting to say Czar. Draco eventually snapped. But like he started to become more racist towards like other half-breed families because Midnight passed a law saying that like, hey, other species are allowed to mingle with each other and stay here with no threat of exile. Draco did not like that very much. So like when he voiced his opinion on the matter, um, Midnight's suspicions were confirmed. He's not. He's a dangerous wolf to be around. So it's like he's like, you're exiled now,
Bye
and
bye. Alone.
that's when he snapped. So he went to Kronos saying, "Hey, you have a problem. I have a problem. We can work together on this." Kronos is like, "Oh, so I was planning on conquering Aldernia anyway. I could use you." So basically, it's like everyone thought that it was a coup, like a coup d'état.
Mhm.
No, it was a planned invasion, and that's how Czar got involved. Czar actually went with Draco to hunt down Shade and his family.
So
Um,
fun.
and Draco said, "Okay, Midnight, you have two options. One, you can either banish your own son and husband away from the pack, never to return, or you can stay and fight for your pathetic existence." He chose to fight, and that didn't end well.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
would too.
that resulted in Shade being forced to watch his both his mother and his father getting eaten alive by Czar. To make things
Um,
worse, was given this uncanny ability to basically copy any of his victims' powers, despite being an oceanic wolf. So
Whoa.
he's pretty much a jack of all trades to Kronos, which leads me to Kronos. He's basically the definition of a fallen god. I kind of based Kronos' story off of the Lucifer situation.
Mhm.
And basically, Kronos tried to murder the creators of Destoria with some success. However, both of his siblings basically said, "Bye, you're going to be put to sleep for all eternity." However, Kronos has a cult.
Oh, we love those.
Yes, and they basically wake him up, and that's pretty much how like Cronus came to power, took over an entire southern country of Destoria. He wants to expand his empire. Those are like my
Oh.
main characters as of now.
As of now.
Yes, I
What do you
plan many,
mean?
many more,
Oh
many
god.
more. I have much more. I have more plans for Arc 2 and Arc 3.
Uh anyway. Oh my god. You mentioned a bit before that like this originally was a prophecy story, right?
Yes.
You think you remember the prophecy?
Yes, actually, I do. So the original story was Shade was basically like the reincarnation of one of the gods.
Ooh.
One of the I call them the divine siblings, that being Shinaki, Starmuki, and Kronos.
Mm.
When Kronos woke up, uh, Shinaki came to Shade's parents saying, "You will bear a child that you will bear basically a reincarnation of myself." And his whole purpose in life is you must train him to become an alpha and stop my brother. Yeah, that was kind of pretty much like the whole point. Like, oh hey, you bear a child. Guess what? He's a god in disguise. Train him. Yada yada yada. My God, that was such a mess because I didn't have a plot at all for that.
Yeah. Uh, I see the religious parallel in that actually. I don't know if you intended that.
Well, I had no intention of that at all, but
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into like specificities, but like, um, basically with like, okay, so the basic story is that like in my religion, it is believed that Mary conceived Jesus, and then
Yeah,
this angel came named Gabriel came down and saying hey, you're gonna like
you're gonna bear the
birth the
child.
Son of
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I just noticed that parallel. I
Yeah,
don't know if you
I
attended
didn't
it, so.
realize I until you said it. Like I'm Christian as I'm Baptist, and I didn't make that connection until you said it. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on,
We draw inspiration from the most unexpected of places.
dude, right?
But yeah, I'm actually really intrigued with religious references for some reason, and even
Oh,
if I probably
they're
wasn't
really
religious
fun.
myself, it's fun to hint at. Um, even if I probably was not religious myself, even if I
Yeah,
wasn't, I just think that stuff is cool. Um, oh yeah. Oh my god, that was a whole tangent. You went off for
those you thought Eclipse went on a tangent? Oh boy, you guys are in for a treat.
um, you plan on voicing Shade?
Yes, I actually do want to make TLS an audio series, but right now I
Ooh.
really haven't been focusing on it because I'm waiting to on a certain piece of paper saying, "Hey, you're pretty much good to go."
Mhm. Oh, so the
For the
waiver.
Navy, yeah, waiver.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. You think you'll?
the process is long, but it's totally worth the wait. And
Yeah.
since I'm in the delayed enlistment program, I can walk out if I want to without any repercussions. But
Late enlistment.
delayed enlistment. So basically, delayed enlistment is you're enlist you're sworn in, but you don't go to boot camp right now. Like you have a
Oh.
set date, a set time, and
Oh,
the
so it's
whole
on
process
hold.
is long. Oh, don't get me
Oh.
started on the MEPS. Oh boy.
I'm sorry. The what?
Medical examining. Hold on, I have to hold on. Give me a minute. I have to look this up. Forgot what it was. MEPS
I'm getting
meaning.
you started on it. Heck yeah.
MEPS is a Department of Defense joint service organization staffed with the military personnel and civilians. Their job: military entrance processing station.
Mhm.
So basically, here in Texas, our MEP station is over on a joint base called Fort Sam.
Mhm.
And a joint base is it's a military base, but all the branches are able to work there.
Mhm.
And so basically you have to arrive around 5 in the morning
Oh.
to get there. Like you're briefed by one of the doctors working there.
Hmm.
Then you go through a vision test, hearing test, drug test, orthopedics test, all that. Then the actual physical itself.
Hmm.
And basically that when you go to the MEP station, they tell you hey, you're fit for military service. Or oh, sorry, you're not fit. You could try again.
How did they
Yeah,
determine if
it's
you're not fit or if you're fit?
there are actually several. There are actually many factors that can determine whether you're fit for service or not. Let's say that you broke your leg, like
Oh.
me, for example, and you
Oh.
had to get screws somewhere, which you can get a waiver for that. Thankfully,
Hmm.
mine got approved.
Ooh, heck yeah.
I was so happy when my waiver got approved for my leg.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, I would be too.
but yeah, a lot of people get the misconception that to join the military you have to be completely physically fit, but you also have to be mentally stable because they're not going to let a crazy person into the United States military or any military for
Yeah.
that matter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a very complicated process. So I'm trying to simple it down the best I could. But and being raised in a military family, I want to continue that 100-year tradition because everyone on my dad's side of the family have served in the United States military since the First World War. So I kind of feel that as my calling.
Uh,
Man, do I have big shoes to fill.
but you're kind of just living the dream right now, or at least in the process of living that
I'm in the
dream.
process of living the dream.
Yeah, you said something about well, you said the thing about how long your dad's side of the family has been serving the military,
100 years. Exact 100
100
years.
years. Jesus Christ. That's a
Now,
lot. Um do you think that I don't know if this is like too personal of a question, but do you think that this goal of yours to join the military is solely off of your own will or the pressure that your dad's side of the family has been?
It's actually my own will. Like ever since I was a little kid, like I was always fascinated by the United States military. Like when I was a kid, my dad was still in the Air Force, and like I told my
Mhm.
dad, "Hey dad, I want to be like you when I grow up." So like I wanted to be a fighter. Well, my dad really didn't wasn't a fighter pilot. He mainly flew tankers, which are basically flying. They're basically I like to call them gas station with wings. No, like there's specific aircraft in the military specifically designed for mid-air refueling.
Oh heck yeah, that's
That's what
so
my dad
cool.
flew. And
Ooh.
about like I wanted to fly jets. I wanted to like be out there on the front lines, like helping our troops, like when
Mhm.
fights. Because like the thing is, everyone makes fun of the Air Force until they need like aircraft to like help out.
Yeah, I've heard you say that multiple times. I don't get why. What's so wrong with the Air Force?
So the joke is that everyone in the Air Force is lazy. Like each branch has like their own joke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, please tell
Um,
me.
let's see here. Everyone in the Air Force is lazy. Everyone in the Navy is gay. Everyone in the Marines is stupid. Everyone in the Army has really bad meals.
What?
No
That's
joke.
some weird stereotypes.
Like the thing is, it's tradition for the military to make fun of each other.
Yeah,
If there
okay.
are any Marines watching this, I am terribly sorry. Please don't hate me or Silver for this.
You're
I
just
am,
stating what has been said a
yeah,
thousand times
what's been
before, so
said.
yes.
Like me, I'm an Air Force brat. Like I made fun of them before I like signed up for the Navy. I made fun of the Navy constantly. I
Mm,
made like I have two buddies that are active duty right now, and I made fun of them for the longest time.
now
And then
what?
when I joined the Navy, I'm like, well, can't make fun of them anymore. Well,
Well,
can't make fun of the Marines either because I'll be working with the Marines because the Marines fall under the Department of the United States Navy. But yeah, so that's another tangent.
I think it's just thinking of somewhat interesting to hear that
Yeah,
that happens.
yeah. I when I start talking about the military, I just don't stop.
And tell us more.
Yes.
uh, do you think that your love or for your inspirations with being in the military have inspired BLS in some way?
My adolescence, I guess so because like when I was younger, I would always be like the kid who would play like toy soldiers, all that. Like I
Ooh.
had and like the more I got into it, like I started to look into military history. I used to watch a lot of military documentaries when I was a kid. That kind
Mm.
of grew and grew on me, and
Isn't that kind
that
of
just
gruesome though for a child?
it real actually. Well, like the thing is, the documentaries I watch were mainly on like the equipment the military used, like aircraft,
Oh, that
weapons,
cool stuff.
technology. Yeah, but like recently, I started watching a documentary series about the First World War, and
Mhm.
oh boy, I can see a lot of school why some schools don't talk about it, because that
Oh,
war
wow.
was brutal, like very brutal.
Wait, which one?
World War I.
Oh, geez. I mean, we talk like in AP World History, that's talked about. Actually, we didn't
Yeah,
get to
but you
finish that,
only
but
Yeah, like you guys only talk about like the Americanized, whitewashed version.
yes, that. Oh, yeah, we
That
can go
that's
on
the
to
problem I
tangent with
have with
that.
schools. They teach kids the whitewashed stuff. They don't
We're
teach them
too
how it
white.
really whitewashed. It aggravates me to beyond belief.
Ah, yes, please tell me more.
I don't want to like hold up this entire session of me talking about the military.
Yo, dude, we have so much time. I mean, my dad's gonna come home at 5, but whatever, I don't care. Talk about what you want to talk about. This is your
All
safe
right.
space.
But yeah, like World War I was honestly one of the most brutal wars in human history. Like it introduced us to weapons of war, for example, like the tank, the dogfight, and gas warfare.
Oh yeah, gas.
First gas used was actually tear gas, and
Oh, dude.
yeah, that has been banned, but yet we still use it in small amounts.
Well, yeah, just in case the
Yeah, just in
person
case,
just so
but
happens. Isn't it kind of strange that there's like moral ethics in war? Like that,
yes,
just saying that like sentence
chivalry.
just out of my mouth just feels like such a
It's
large
yeah,
contradiction within itself. Because like I
it's
think World War
very
One was also
strange.
World War One was also like really devastating because there were no rules for war yet. I think so,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, the well, I mean, there was the Geneva Convention, but they added articles to the Geneva Convention after the armistice was signed,
Hmm.
the armistice basically banned the use of gas warfare.
Yeah.
It's funny because like the Germans hated the U.S. for using shotguns in trenches while they were using gas to kill people, like
Yeah,
actual like mustard gas, and they got mad at us for the use of a shotgun.
yeah. Literally nothing is ethical in war anyway, but like
Yeah,
it's
but
just
like there are still rules you have to follow. Like
mm,
there's still like rules of war. Or we called there's like also like rules of engagement or ROE.
mhm.
Like there's like a bunch of rules you have to comply with. Specifically now, like the Geneva Convention is really a lot of nations like they do follow the Geneva Convention, but there are some groups that don't follow it like at all.
Mhm.
Like it was just like the armistice thought like everyone thought that the signing of the armistice in 1918 would end the conflict. It did for a short amount of time because in
Whoops.
1939 Germany invaded Poland.
Woohoo!
Oh, there's actually a funny story about how that was like allowed. Basically, I'm not going to say pretty much who started World War II. But yeah, he basically got a bunch of German troops. Is like, hey, I want you to dress up as Polish soldiers and invade this radio station near the Polish border because I want a reason to go to war.
Mhm.
And the funny thing is, that was actually successful. Then
Oh.
basically, that person had a reason to go to war, although he basically invaded himself.
Put it that way.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can go on forever about war.
War. A lot of war is hell. I'm just gonna like end at that
Oh
little
yeah, absolutely.
tangent there. Just war is hell.
Uh, I think this may be like a bit too personal of a question, but might be a bit too dark for this podcast.
Have you met me?
Um, do you fear bad things happening when you're there? Like if you get
Every
deployed?
soldier, I'm like every troop, every airman, every sailor, every marine. They all fear this.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the thing is, it comes with the territory.
Hmm.
I have like several of my family members actually got really messed up. Like my granddad and my
Jeez.
uncle was a sniper in the army, and it messed him up real bad. But like
Yeah.
I still show him respect. And my granddad, who sadly passed away back in 2019, God rest his soul. He was a Vietnam vet, and that messed him up pretty badly as well. Like he just refused to talk about it.
Hmm. Like you're serving your country, but at the cost
At
of
what
your like
cost? At
mental
what
health.
cost? Really?
Yeah, that's like, God, that's like just takes so much sacrifice, and there's so much honor in that. But it's also like, I guess,
Yes.
terrifying for me because
Yeah.
that's just
The
like,
military isn't for everyone.
yeah, that's pretty obvious within itself. But like, that's why I wish for like stuff for like better healthcare, especially for the military and those that like are
Yes.
like retire
Like
from
the
it.
thing is, the VA does their best. but they can only do so much. That's why there's like organizations like the Call of Duty Endowment Foundation, which was created by the guys who made Call of Duty. Believe it or not.
Oh, would you look at
Yeah,
that?
yeah. A game company created like a veterans like charity thing Call of Duty Endowment was created by Activision to help veterans find better jobs after they get out, as well as like help them with like their mental state. Oh, which brings me to one of my favorite songs, "Alongside of Heaven" by Five Finger Death Punch,
Heck yeah.
which you recently did a cover of, if I'm not mistaken.
By recently, that's like weeks ago, and by the time this podcast episode comes out, it'd probably be like a long while.
Months and yeah, like that song, I didn't know what it was about until I decided to look it up, and after I looked it up, I'm like, oh boy. When I listened again, like I was on my way to work and I just started like singing along, and then like I just started crying. Like I was legit on my way to work singing that song, and I actually wanted to pull over because that song is. Oh, for those of you who don't know, that song is dedicated to those to our service members, both active duty, retired, and reserves.
Mhm.
The music video is very, very powerful. Like I highly
Yeah,
recommend you guys watch that music video.
yeah. I watched the music video too, and I was like, "Wow, this is kind of messed up."
It discusses a lot of stuff that our service members go through during and after they retire from the military.
Mhm. Like honestly, if you come out of the military mentally stable, um, how? I don't know. I don't
Oh
mean
yeah,
that in an
like
offensive way, but like just Jesus Christ, strength it takes.
yeah, it's incredible how some of our veterans like come back perfectly fine, and some are not so lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it also depends on what field you take, or
It depends on the
I
field
guess,
you take, but like
yeah.
I have the most highest amount of respect for our service members, and I show that by like it doesn't matter if they're like an officer or enlisted, whether they're active duty or retired or reserves. Like I still do give them a salute
Mm-hmm.
because being in a
Oh
military
yeah.
family, like you could definitely see like the difference in people that were raised in a military family and those were not.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Wait,
a
what do you mean by
definite
that?
like so like the thing is like if you're raised in a military family, well, I'm not like trying to be offensive, but like it shows that like if you're raised in a military family, like you have really hard, like large amount of respect for the people around you.
Ah, yeah. But yeah. Well, you ever wait the day where someone um will salute you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I remember when I got sworn in. My dad's a retired commission. My dad's a retired CO, or well, he's not a commissioned officer. And like after my second visit to MEPS, because I had to get my X-ray for my leg,
Mhm.
all like everyone at the MEPS station, like all the naval executive XOs or executive officers had left for the day, and I said, hey, I could just like hit up my recruiter and ask him if my dad could swear me in because my dad's a retired major in the United States Air Force.
Mhm.
And my recruiter texted me back saying, oh yeah, sure. So like I had to like leave work. That was a Friday of it was actually like last month actually when I got sworn in.
Mhm.
And of just having my dad be the one to swear me in was an absolute honor to have.
Yeah. It's been a
But
dream. It's like wake me up.
precisely.
Yeah, but you are here now. It's every step
Oh,
gets closer.
yep. The contract I signed is 4 years active duty, 4 years reserves, and I do not
Ooh.
mind that at all.
Wait, is that so? That's 8 years until
Pretty much eight
me.
years, but I want to go for 20. So
Ooh.
because like everyone in my dad's side of the family have served 20 years at least. So,
Um,
and I also want to reach officer. It's kind of like this is an ambitious answer because I wanted to outrank my dad. I want to have him
ooh.
salute me, but like
Ooh.
that's just ambitious.
Wait, is there a
Uh,
thing with like ranking? Like with the
yeah,
salute?
So
I didn't know
basically,
that.
you salute only officers. You don't salute enlisted.
Oh,
Because the way my dad put it is like, don't salute, like, if you salute it like an NCO or non-commissioned officer, like a sergeant, they'll probably with, don't salute me. I work for a living. I'm not trying to be offensive at all,
I
but like,
guess.
never salute an NCO because they will not like
That.
you for that.
Wait, why? It's an
It's
NCO.
I really don't know. But like you only salute officers like captains, commanders, majors, lieutenants, generals.
That's really strange.
It's very strange, but like once you like look into it, you understand why.
Have you looked into it?
I have not, but I'm definitely going to be doing more research as I draw more and more
That's
near.
strange. So I can't salute anyone that's just like in the basic
Yeah,
military?
like if you're enlisted and you salute another enlisted guy, they're like, "Why are you saluting me?"
But 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 you're working for a country? That's what I'm
It's
saluting.
very confusing. It's very confusing.
I am highly confused. But okay, I guess. Sure. But I don't know. Anyway, jeez. But geez, I think we like kind of covered everything. We have I guess one more topic is on the list, and that's voice acting.
Yes, voice acting. As you guys have already heard, I've been a VA. I'm a relatively new VA. Like I've been a VA for 3 years, and it all started with a curse. Actually, I was alright. So I love telling the story. So how the story went was I was in a call with Fateless and some other people in the accursed server, and I mentioned to everyone that I took theater. The next thing you know, I get a DM from Fateless going, "Hey, I really like your voice. Do you mind recording some lines for me and sending them?" I'm like, sure." So like, I got off the call. I recorded my lines on my phone, and then like I sent it to him, and I was like waiting anxiously. And then he DM'd me again, and like, "Dude, I love this. You're now the voice actor for Fog." And I'm like, "Wait,
But
pardon?
hold up, double
Excuse me?"
take. That's funny.
And yeah, like I never took it. I didn't really take it seriously until I actually like until I had to do some lines for episode 3. And the thing is, I didn't have a working microphone, so I had to go over to a friend's place and record. And he said, "Dude,
Oh.
yes, this is perfect." And then when then I had COVID. I didn't really have
Oh.
anything to do. So I asked my dad, like, "Hey, Dad, do you think you can like order me a microphone? Because I really need like a microphone." And he's like, "Yeah, sure. And plus, you can use my laptop for recording." I'm like, "Oh, sweet." So like a majority of my recording sessions were all on my dad's laptop, and the fact that I managed to land 5 more roles in the span of like 6 months is astounding. Let's see. Let's go down that list, shall we? Let's see here. I am Hayden in the Dias. I am Mars in Towpath. Thankful series, which I absolutely love. Missing, as you guys know, Fog was changed to Lorette for reasons. So that's 6 roles. 4 roles now. I lost count. And then I am a VA in Eclipse's series. You should totally support it, by the way.
Wait, who
I
are you?
um I am
Shade.
Bear in Kiku's series.
Wait, Shade, don't avoid my question.
What question?
You're in
Oh,
Eclipse's series now?
I am Citrine. I'm Citrine.
Really? Why am I
Yes,
slow? I didn't know this.
it is.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
I became an extra in Happy's series. We're gonna probably go that into a bit. Who else do I voice? Crap. I think that's a majority of them. I think, but I have like 6 roles under my belt in just like the span of like half a year. Like,
Mhm.
I genuinely love voice acting. It really does help me like get out there. I originally like I wanted to be a voice actor, but at the same time I was very, very camera shy.
Feel that.
And like when I recorded for Fateless, I'm like, you know what? This is actually fun. So like I'm just recording more and more. I'm getting like more and more confident in my voice. Again, I don't know why you guys just DM me going, "Hey, can you audition?"
Yeah.
I It's confusing. Like I have had 5 people DM me going, "Hey, audition for this. Hey, audition for that."
I auditioned for the Dream Work.
I know. It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
that's so
It is.
strange. My casting call is out. I mean, like, yeah, by the time that this episode comes out, like, um, it'll be over already, and most likely the results have come out too. And who
Enough
knows,
Fuzz, I'll
maybe episode.
probably be gone to Illinois, but it all depends on the second waiver that I'm getting. It all depends on that.
Mhm. Yeah. Just yeah, I have a series now. um,
Yes, the Dream Warrior. You guys should totally
yeah.
support this.
Oh God. Um. Anyway, back to you.
Is there anything else I want to say about like me being a voice actor?
Oh, what do you prefer? Would you rather be on the stage or would you? No.
Oh, the funny thing is about that.
Oh.
I had a lot of stage fright when I was younger.
I still
But
do.
then high school came, and I was a part of this stupid play. Oh my god, it had the most
Stupid.
cringiest of names.
Oh
Sorry,
heck yeah.
sorry, Miss Singh. A crown does not a princess make. Yes, that is the actual title.
A crowd does not a
It's not
prince.
a princess make. Yes, it's a mouthful.
I don't even understand what that means.
You shouldn't. It's a high school. Again, I'm sorry, missing, but that name is just stupid. I played a Durgan. I was a dragon.
Oh heck yeah.
Funny thing, okay, the funny thing is, like we got these zebras, these zebra onesies, and we just painted the like dragons, like dragon scales on them, and we had like styrofoam like dragon spikes on the back. It was
What?
just so
That's
stupid.
amazing.
I know, but at the same time, like it was so cringy. Like that's
And
when
you look
I
at that.
genuinely enjoy like doing voices. Like I can do Arnold. I can do a very very good Arnold. That's probably by far one of my favorite voices to do. I can do an Emperor Palpatine possession. Do it. Kick him. I just love doing those voices whenever I get the chance.
That's
So
amazing.
I think like the voice actor role kind of suits me well because I just love doing voices. I love acting, and I've heard from multiple creators, Frankful specifically, that I am very expressive with my voice, and it definitely shows. Stay tuned.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I think we can get to questions now.
Yes. Question time.
All right. First question. Host asked, you finally gotten to see your voice animated. How did it feel when you finally saw it for the first time?
Oh. All right. I All right. I legitimately could not speak English.
I mean, like
I
you
was in
still can't
call
know.
with Trank, Eclipse, and everyone. I was playing Call of Duty like at the time, and like I got pinged. I'm like, oh, what is Happy One? And then and I'm like, wait, why am I mentioned? Then like it took me a minute. It clicked. Like the moment I watched like the video, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just started like I started hyperventilate. I started speaking gibberish. I actually I actually scared Dapper. Like I turned into Courage the Cowardly Dog for like a minute straight.
That's
You guys
funny.
remember that cartoon? But like I was honestly waiting for a curse for my debut, but the fact that my voice that a curse is taking a while. I love Fate was such a good person, so I'm very patient with him. But like, I never thought that I would like my voice would come so early,
Mhm.
and like the thing is, Happy DM'd me going, "Hey, would you like to be an extra in the Marvelous Adventures of Danny the Cop?" I'm like,
Heck
I
yeah.
put in all caps, yes.
I was
I
surprised too.
I was and I voiced one of your beans actually.
Yes, you voiced Bo.
Yes,
Oh, Skipper the rabbit. It's wonderful.
yes.
But yeah,
Like
it's
I was freaking out and then I just started crying. Like I
oh,
genuinely thanked Happy because I legit put my controller down and I put my hands in my palms going like I can't believe this. And I
like you did it.
immediately showed my dad because my I showed like my stepmom and my dad completely support me of being a voice actor. And like when I
Mhm.
showed them that scene, like they were like, "Wait, that's you?" I'm like, "That's me." They're like, we are so proud of you." Like I was
Oh,
just like I was having a bad week, but that clip just it just filled me with joy, and I was very excited. Again, Happy. Thank you so much for that.
I'm really happy for you, man.
I know. I was just over the moon.
But yeah, it's such a surreal feeling to like realize that like you kind of like did it as a voice actor.
Dude, right? It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
Like
Like
I keep telling my friends, like, dude, once you hear yourself in like in another medium, it's super weird.
yeah. I couldn't stop watching the sneak peek with the glaze in it for like days on end. I was so strangely proud of myself and like I did it. This is such a goal for me in a long time ever since like the casting call for like Origins came out. I've never ended up doing it. Never ended up
Aw,
auditioning for it, but like I don't know, it was just so surreal that your purpose as a voice actor has been fulfilled at least this once, and you think for a
yes.
moment that that once is enough.
Yeah, but Trank proved me wrong when she not posted one but two sneak peeks of Mars.
Yeah, I was
I,
genuinely surprised.
I love Mars. I love voicing him. So he's like one of my favorite characters that I voice. Like when I read his description, the moment I saw that he was a dad, I'm like, okay, for time.
Dad mode
Like Mars is
activate.
literally just like. But the funny thing is, like Lorette and Mars is literally just me using my voice. Like Lorette's like, oh, like he's like this, and Mars is like, hey, look at me, I'm a good guy. I'm a happy boy. But serious when I need to be. And just voicing all these characters with my normal voice is it's so weird. The fact that I can go from this to this in a matter of minutes.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Yeah, your range is great.
For the longest time, I was so uncomfortable with my voice because it sounds so high pitched.
It doesn't sound high pitched. Well, I mean, to me at least, but
To me, it does every time I record, but
oh
that's
yeah,
another
you got to
story.
get used to hearing yourself with
Oh my
being
god.
digitally processed. It's a strange thing, but I think I just got used to it now. Not weird for me
It took
anymore.
me like a few tries. I'm like, you know what? This is fine.
Just you just like learn to enjoy it and get used to it, and then honestly, yeah, it's not that big of a deal for me anymore, and I'm glad about that.
Man, yes, I legit can't thank all the directors that asked me to do to do voice lines for their characters enough.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right.
Yes.
Second question. Tranquil asks, "How's the progress of The Last Savior going? What's your favorite thing to write in it?"
So the progress is a little slow because I'm again my main focus is the military right now, but I do like draw every now and then. Like I've posted a few references on like the Topaz server, Tomosity server. Yours, I don't think I posted on your server yet. I posted a few pictures. But yeah, like it's slow, but it's not completely halted. And probably one of my favorite things to write is Czar.
I knew it. The freaking cannibal. I called it.
There's something about Czar that I just love writing because some of my characters are kind of based off like some personality tropes like Czar is kind of actually not really based on any personality trope that I have.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Like I just like, hey, okay, I need a reason on why like Shade has a bad life. Let's have a cannibal eat his family. And like
Yes.
the whole representation of like him losing his family is actually like a representation of like how like me losing my family when I need them most.
Oh.
And like again, Czar is going to be very fun, very very fun to write. I legit cannot wait for that scene. The amount of times me and a friend roleplayed that scene over and over again is like, it just brings me like so much joy. And Czar, man, Czar, hey, he's one of the reasons why my story is a grimdark. He's one of the many reasons. Yes, TLS is going to be a grimdark.
Ooh, it's one of those.
Yes,
in a good way, though.
In a good way, though. But I'm genuinely position a lot. But I genuinely enjoy writing Czar as of now. And and another scene that I'm also looking forward to is the fight scene between Shade and Draco.
Ooh.
Yeah, Arc 1 is basically a revenge story. It takes place when Shade is from 6 years old to 13. Yeah. Not going to go into any spoilers because.
Give us spoilers.
You'll never get any information out of me.
Antagonism is so fun to write.
I am so excited for Arc 1 of TLS.
You bet as heck that I'm excited for just any series that it's just like, and good antagonists are written good English. Very ironic how I said that, but it's just fun writing antagonists, even if you just end up figuring stuff along the way. Like Frost for me is just so fun to write.
Dude, yes. I'm voicing Frost, or hopefully.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, God, there's gonna be voices for my characters. It's like, I know this podcast is not about me, and it's like it's gonna end when this episode comes out. But like, my God, I'm just so, I'm so happy that everyone is so interested. Oh,
yes, I am. I'm genuinely excited. For auditioning for Hornet, Pine, and Frost. Like the reason, Oh wait, I forgot to mention. I tried to audition for Azrael twice. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Well, it's not too late.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I did audition for Loken and I auditioned for Dozai. I really wanted to get Dozai because I'm like, this description said that he's very sadistic. I'm like, ooh, sadistic boy. Ooh. That's my kind of territory.
Oh God.
But yeah, I didn't get the part. But again, congratulations to those who did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like again, huge inspiration.
Yeah.
I really love TLS. Like I love this project way too much to just up and abandon it. It's just going to take a while though. But yeah.
Everyone works in different paces, like I've said so many times. I've said that so many times throughout this podcast, but it couldn't be truer. Just everyone works at different frames. But honestly, the more you work at it, the more efficient you get. Because honestly, I cannot wait to be efficient at what I do. I want to be tranquil and churn out as much as I can.
Tranquil, my God, Tranquil, Speed Demon.
Yeah, that's just not fair. Spare some talent for the rest of us, okay? All right, should we move on now?
We should.
Okay. Question number 3 for from Blizz. If you had to bring a character to life for a month, who would it be and why?
Koga. That's dad. He's an absolute bean of a father.
Well, that was quick to answer. Question number 4 from Venfae. If you could be a VA in any series of your choice, doesn't have to be a YouTube series, that you are not in already, which one would you pick and why?
Azure Howl.
Nice.
Because if it wasn't for Azure Howl, I would not. My story would never have come to life at all. Like Azure Howl is such a huge inspiration, and like the moment I heard that I was getting reborn, I'm like, okay, the moment that casting call is out, like I'm auditioning for this thing, and I did. Yeah, you
Just
actually
like,
helped put together one of my auditions.
yeah, and I was so extra in it because I had fun.
Yes. But yeah, like I auditioned for that. I also want to I did audition for Whitefall as well, and that's
Ooh,
another series I want to be a part of.
me too.
Like I was not disappointed in like not getting the parts because like a lot of people, a lot of really good talented voice actors auditioned,
Mhm.
and I like when the results were made, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to keep trying. Like I'm not going to stop
Yeah.
trying until I get a part.
Yes, perseverance makes. I don't know where I was going with that. Um, patience requires perseverance. Heck yeah, there we go.
There you
Well,
go. But yeah, again, I Azure Howl, 100%.
besides that, though, anything else like besides Whitefall and Asher Hal?
I'm doing a voice in Aeon, which is Ice Rift's current series that she's working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Another, I don't know what another one. Ooh, Ghost series, Epoch. I want to
Oh
voice
heck
that. I want to
yeah!
voice that as well.
I want to voice Suni.
I hate Sione. I hate her.
That's exactly why I want to voice her. I aspire to hate a role just as much as Eclipse hates Igneous. It's inspiring. It's beautiful. But yeah, all right. Next question. Um, Question number 5 from Child of Destiny. What tips would you give for those who desire to become a voice actor and or struggling VAs?
All right, for those that are like striving to be a voice actor, I say go for it. Like if it's your passion, do it. Like don't just
Just
be on
do it.
standby. Just send it. Freaking
Just send
send
it.
it. And for those that are struggling, like I was a struggling voice actor for a while. Accept all the feedback you can get if you ask for it.
I'll
Like
just
like every
straggle your way into the world.
like if you want critique on like your voice acting, like do not be afraid to ask.
Hmm.
If you're like not comfortable with critique, like ask a friend. Like always ask a friend for advice, especially
Yeah.
like if you have any theater friends, like asking them like, hey, like for example, like, hey, like I want to like be this character, but like the animator said, hey, you need to work on this voice. Hey, do you think you can help me with that? Like, never be afraid to ask for help. Yeah, just go for it.
Do it. If you don't do it, you'll regret it. I think. I don't know. Was that too aggressive?
You're fine. Yeah, like
um
it's it's just go for it.
yeah, really nothing better than that. Question number 6 from Happy or Happy Texan 7. Who's your favorite character in your show and why?
Ooh, that is tough. Protagonist wise, I'm not gonna say Shane because that would be biased. I actually like Koga and Darius is Shade's family advisor,
Mhm.
and like he basically takes care of Shade for like book one and
Oh,
two. And
heck
but
yeah.
like when Koga just comes into the picture, oh my god, he is such a father. He is such a dad for to Shade.
Adorable.
Antagonist wise,
Mhm.
Czar and Kronos.
Not
I pretty
Czar?
much
Wow.
gave.
A
I pretty
surprise.
much gave the reasons why Czar is probably one of my favorite characters to looking forward to write. And oh boy, I think that's pretty much it.
All right. Wait, so why do you like them? Did you answer that part?
Why I like them? Yeah, I did.
Okay. Um, Question number 7 from Hekomi Spirit. For how long have you been working on your story?
Since middle, actually, since high school, actually, since the start of high school, which
Oh, that's been a
was
while.
it's been a long while. I mainly
Been a
just
journey.
started like doing characters, and then I eventually started role playing, and then I eventually started writing.
Oh, that's a
I actually still
progression.
have the old draft of TLS. Oh, but I refuse to go anywhere near that.
Oh, heck yeah, I want to see that.
No, no,
Damn
no.
it. I tried. Question number 8. What microphone do you use when recording? Oh,
I
from Zeke.
use
That was from Zeke.
Z. I have a Fifine USB microphone.
That is swell. Where did you get it? Wait, your dad gave that to
He
you, right?
actually, my dad ordered it from Amazon for like $60, and it works really well.
Are you using that one right now?
No, I am not.
Oh, you're not.
No.
That is very, very cool. You know, like the technicalities of voice acting, like use Audacity or know
Yes,
how to game.
yeah, I do. I do use Audacity. Like, I remember asking. I think I actually remember asking, like Topaz, sorry, Tranquil or Happy, like which recording software is best, and they both said like Audacity. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use Audacity, and I asked my dad, like, hey, Dad, can I download Audacity on your computer? He was like a little bit suspicious at first. Is like, do you have to pay for it? And I'm like, no, it's perfectly free. There's no viruses on it or anything. Like a lot of people use it, and
There is a virus, the virus of talent.
oh yeah. But yeah, like, I do use Audacity, and it helps so much.
3 more questions. Question number 9. Aura asked, how do you come up with your plot or backstories for characters? Do you take inspiration from real life or movies, books, etc.?
Yes, and yes. Czar. So like the whole coup d'état scene in book 1 of TLS was actually based off of the Soviet Revolution of 1918.
Oh, oh,
But the whole again, what happened to the royal family back then was such a tragedy. And
what happened?
oh, wait, you don't know? The entire
Uh,
Russian royal family was shot and killed by the Soviets.
oh, that's
Entire family. So I
that's
based the coup d'état off of after the Soviet Revolution, and as well as the poor demise of the Romanovs. Tsar Nicholas and his whole family were just offed.
he's maybe I'm too young to know or was too young to know that. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, again, but yeah, I also like based. I don't know. I based Czar actually off of Cobra from Azur Howl
ooh.
as well. Yep.
Wait, was he a cannibal?
Yes.
What is a cannibal?
Cobra is a cannibal in Azur Howl.
You learn something new every day.
Yes. That was that. Those are like my main inspirations. Like, I don't read books a lot, but a majority of my inspiration mainly comes from like media and everything,
Mhm.
as well as some historical aspects.
These last questions are from Randy. Since you have question number 10, since you have a passion for the military and history, would we see any of those influences in your story? If not, would you create another story that does use them, or are they kind of separate in your view?
Actually, yes, I do plan on implementing some historical events into my story. As I just said, the entire coup d'état scene was inspired by the Soviet Revolution in Russia during 1918 and from 1917 to 1918.
I know nothing about that, but heck
should,
yeah.
like if I recommend if you want to look into it, you can, but just be warned, it's pretty it's yikes.
Oh, yay!
This all happened during the First World War as well, like during the
Oh,
closing years of the war.
oh, I see.
But yeah, I'm still determining on what time period TLS is going to take place. Like I do want to implement firearms into it at some point, but that's going to come much later. Um, Other than that, there's really no other historical events that I plan on implementing in my story.
Last question from Randy. If you number 11. Oh gosh, if you could take any character from your show and have them live with you permanently, who and why? Same for the opposite. If there's someone you would banish to the void forever, who and why?
Again, Yoga. I would love for him to live with me because he's just a wholesome dad. Actually, I also want to live with Mars as well because he's a cool dude. Not biased at all, by the way. And for
Wait,
those that
Mars?
huh?
Mars? Did you say Mars?
Yes, I said Mars from Topaz. Yes.
Oh,
Now, those that I would banish, Igneous from Topaz. I want to throw her into a volcano.
what about from your show though?
Czar. I don't want to live with a cannibal. No way.
I mean, he's
No,
a
God no.
cannibal for wolves, so you'd be fine.
Humans. Well, yes and no. Again, Wolf Ride, Wolf Human Shifter.
Oh well.
He just prefers his wolf form over his human form. But yeah, Igneous and Czar I would like to banish from the void into the void. Never
Yes,
to be
please.
seen.
I think Eclipse would really much like that too.
She would. Well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh God, hiccup.
We're off to a good end. Oh, I forgot to put this into the doc outline, but
Fuck my socials.
it's not quite yet. Where's the question? Okay. You probably know by now, but there's a question I ask every person at the end of my podcast. You ready?
Yes.
What advice would you give to aspiring YouTube creators or just creators in general?
Do what you think is best for your series. Like if you want to make a series, go for it. If it's your passion, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a passion and everyone is skeptical about should I pursue this or not? But pursue it. Do anything you can to pursue it. As long as it's in a healthy way. But yeah,
Don't overwork yourself.
just do not. Yes, please do not overwork yourself. There have been so many times of creators canceling their series because they're pressured. Don't pressure yourself. Just pursue it at your own pace.
Yeah, and
Trust
burnout.
me. Trust
Burnout
me,
is never
it's
fun
going to
to
be
deal
worth
with.
it in the end.
Yeah, and anything else you want to say before we get this outro going?
Actually, I do. Please, for the love of God, if you see a veteran, whether they be active duty, retired, reserves, disabled or not, please thank them for their service. They go through so much. The amount of smiles I've gotten from giving a vet a salute and thanking them for their service, it brings them joy because they go through stuff that you would never believe that they would go through. They get spat on so much, and I understand why, but they are still human, and they deserve the same respect as a regular civilian would. The same goes with law enforcement, EMS, construction worker, any essential worker. Thank them for what they do. Because believe it or not, you just might save their life one day by saying that. And if you see a veteran on the street, help them. They don't know what's going on. They might be suffering mental issues, again, like PTSD. Help them if you can. Like it's horrible on how some people are treated after they get it out of the military. It's sickening. But yes, please, if you see a veteran, do anything you can to help them. Thank them for their service. Talk with them. Just do what you can to help those that are in need.
That was really inspiring. That was really
Yes.
well said. Thanks for that, Shade.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's get this outro started. And more than an hour has passed already. That's crazy. I get water because I was eating. I'm hungry.
Yes, you consume hydration.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Critters Lightbulb, hosted by Emblem and today's guest ft.Stdw Productions or Shade. It was such an honor to spend this time with you. Quite literally. Is it too early to say thank you for your service?
No, not at all.
Heck yeah.
And thank you for your support.
No problem.
It's been an 18-year long dream coming, so.
I hope you also enjoyed our discussions, listener, and found yourself inspired. If you did, please stay alert for the next episode by following Critters Lightbulb on literally wherever you listen to podcasts. My Discord tag is #GGSilverEmblem, #8226. My Instagram is @emblem_productions, and my YouTube is #GGSilverEmblem. Now we plug your socials. Heck yeah.
Hello. Alright, my socials for Discord is ft.Stdwproductions with a capital S, #9040. You can also find me on Xbox Live as Shadowstar12223. If you ever want to play Battlefield or Call of Duty, Minecraft, Terraria, hit me up, fam. Because I am a blast to play against. And play with.
And trash talk too.
Oh god. I mean, there won't be that much trash talking, but it's all fun and games.
All right, everybody, I think that's it. Well, I hope you have a good day, and remember to stay bright. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah! Round of applause! Oh my god.